Andy going with OP Korea. Well, let's see. We're gonna pick the first map. The first map will be Mayday.
Gorgeous map. What is this? So one veto each, or?
Yeah, one veto each.
Sweet. So yeah, we'll see how they approach.
So we're ready. Here we go. Match number 1. Max versus Andy. Best out of 9, and I forgot to set the colors. I'll fix that the next game. There's always
It's not like one of them. There's always something, dude.
Yeah. So Andy is green as Korea spawns at the top, and then we have Unstoppable at the bottom, and Andy just starts off with spilled milk beer.
Okay, so this map is still relatively unexplored in terms of what you should or shouldn't do. I think the one thing is clear is that you have to respect early game pressure. You start with a lot of money, so we'll have to see how the game goes here. First, Max is not mining his gems at the start, which is surprising.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Tanker.
I think in the early games, Korea, you know, with a bunch of eagles and stuff, it can be pretty good for allies. But if the Soviet defends and it turns into a longer game, I think it could be problematic for the allies, as I think the subs here in the oceans can potentially win the naval control. And once you lose naval control on a map like this, it's, well.
Yeah. It's all-out war then, yeah. So an Angie out for Max.
He's coming. He's coming. Andy should expect this. I'm surprised. Yeah, he did make an AFC. This is very vulnerable to this attack.
Yeah, this could as well.
This is going to be, I think, annoying. He should have a bunch of pillboxes already. Very early naval yard, so he's thinking late game from the very start here. This is going to be tough to hold. The pillbox might be able to do it, though. There's a lot of conscripts coming in here, and the Black Eagles are ready again. And you got to question that AFC placement.
Yeah.
And it goes down.
It goes down in the Eagles as well. 2 Eagles, 2 very expensive Eagles.
He's going for the oil derrick, which is quite surprising. He's going for another oil derrick. He's I'm not sure about this. Is he giving the lead back here? He got 1 oil and the AFC snipe. And the Black Eagles are going to start being pumped again. He's going for another oil. I'm surprised he didn't just nosedive in and just go for the MCV snipe. He wants another oil. And he will get it.
Yep. And he took out the flag, so the Rockies can come in. The Black Eagles can come in uncontested. And Max is still not mining his gems.
At a lab. Whoa! See, these two war factories are highly susceptible to being killed by destroyers, but Max is just has his foot on the gas pedal right now. What is the target for Max? What is he going to do next? He could feel it in his grasp, but these Eagles...
Yeah, Revo. It's Armageddon.
Quite annoying for him. Here they come, boys. What is Max going to do? He's going to go for the Navy snipe here. So Max has 2 miners, 3 wars, but Andy's teched up, and the planes are coming. radar.
Missiles are coming as well. Power drop near the oils at the bottom.
I think this is a good opening for Max. I think he should just try to go for naval control here, play the long game.
The Deso gets rid of the power drop at the bottom.
He's going to lose his miner here, potentially, on the left. He's trying to run it away.
Looks for one power.
Saves it. And he's got a battle lab. So what's his plan here? This battle lab is highly snipeable. Still only has 2 miners to his name. He does. The Soviet heavily out tanks here. A fight would be devastating. Andy has managed to get up a miner, and here comes the battle lab snipe potentially.
So go for it. Gets it.
It's a flak track as well, but the nuclear reactor was down in time.
Another power drop, but the Deso is moving already towards it.
Yeah, I'm very surprised that Max is not placing a naval yard down right now, and this might potentially cost him the game. He's probably working on.
Is out for Andy and the naval yard for Andy as well, and he is stacked up.
Got sneaky Rocketeers in the back here, very sneaky. Yeah. Max is distracted elsewhere as we have a very well-placed prison tower here at the bridge. Max going for more late game potential here, going for another oil snipe. Doesn't want to kill all of his rhinos. This is probably too many Mirage to fight. He gets another oil. Gonna lose a bunch of rhinos here. Relatively questionable play here from Max, I think, neglecting the naval. And this is turning into a very interesting game here thus far. These prison towers are gonna do work, boys. I'm not sure how important these miner kills are at this stage. You only got one. He's gonna lose his whole army here.
A lot of free rhino kills for Andy with those mirages.
So Andy has only 4 oils, and Max has 7.
7. Yep.
But make that 6. And yeah, again, the lack of naval presence from Max is gonna cost him this game.
Yeah.
Here comes the planes. Where are they going?
Get the Deso,
Another oil.
and all of the flag tracks get sniped. Andy moving his MCV as well, expanding to the right.
That's ambitious. This chronosphere is gonna hurt, boys. He doesn't have any. He's gonna lose all 4 of these oils, and suddenly the oil derrick count is gonna be evened up. It's gonna be 3 all here, as this top left oil is getting sniped. Unless Andy doesn't see this and he loses both, that could be problematic. Still no naval yard for Max. He's had the money the whole game.
It looks like Andy will lose both oils at the top. Destroys the bridge to get the aircraft carriers through.
Is this a spy here at in the top part of the map? And still no navy yard. Still no naval yard from Max. I gotta question this. This is not gonna work, and he missed an opportunity to potentially get the aircraft carriers in transit there.
Mm-hmm.
And Andy has expanded. He has a bunch of GIs here at the right, and this is kind of a big deal, this expansion. If he's gonna win this game, it's gonna be by attacking right now, as the chronosphere is ready. He's gonna need desolators, that's for sure. I like these Mirage tanks up front, putting in some work. Chronosphere is ready. Here comes the flak, the deso. he could just kill those Deathers with the Chronosphere, actually. They're coming. The Black Eagles are going to snipe these. And the Mirage Tanks are going to be able to hold this. He needs to deploy one more time. Does not get the deploy. He's going through his... Yeah, this is easily holdable with the Mirage Tanks here, unless these Blackjacks have Desolators, and it's going to be 1-0.
Yeah. They're all taken out. And it's 1-0 for Andy.
Yeah, so interesting game. Yeah, I feel like some poor decision making there by Max for sure. When he got the AFC kill, he had the advantage,
in the early game. Sure, that's for sure.
He chose to target oil derricks, and I just don't think they are the priority targets in that situation. There's just so much money. And then he didn't go naval at all.
No, he never attempted. No.
Never attempted it.
Arturio Bear, welcome back, bro. Niet van toepassing. Welcome
so
to
1-0 here.
It is
the Allied.
And we're on the Rhino descent. Here we go, boys. Game number 2 on the way. Max versus Andy. Best of the 9, and I still forgot to set the colors. I only just noticed when it's loading up.
It happens every time.
It happens every time.
You're gonna forget next game as well. We all will. As this.
Utrecht.
All right, so let's see how Max approaches this. I think he should kind of expect. I think he should know what to expect here. There's going to be a quick tech to Mirage Tanks, probably a Tanya Spy, maybe Eagles to buy time. So what is the right way to play against that? I don't know. I find that style kind of hard to play. I think it's hard to play that style, and it's hard to play against that style.
True. Well, by the time the Tanya comes out, might have to have a few Desos in base.
Yeah. Interesting.
Well, the IFV Tanya would get it though, I think. Thanks, Sean. Try to remind me for next game. Let's go Max with double war. I believe he does. So I'm not sure if he's gonna go double war.
Yeah, this Air Force command from Andy here doesn't make any sense. This is the type of stuff that will cost you games here as an Allied player. In a map like this, on a map like this, you're very far away from your opponent. There's a lot of ore, there's lakes, there's trees, there's all sorts of stuff in the way. You're not gonna get much done in the early game. You're not America, so you're not gonna gain anything from this Air Force command. As you can see, he's not built a single Rocketeer or a single Black Eagle yet.
Yeah. But he's hitting 0 a lot.
Yeah, he's doing some long distancing here. I think the gems are playable, but yeah, the early AFC, not a fan. It's a very, very strange build. Very strange build here. A lot of miners, and yeah,
because 8 miners.
Yeah, he's going to be mining very efficiently for a long time, and the Allied player is not going to be mining efficiently here. As you can see, he's going to need 2 more ore reps in order to mine efficiently. But the Battle Lab is up. Mirage Tanks are going to start being produced here.
And IFV is also out, so we might see a Tanya. There it is, Tanya out for Andy.
So if there's anyone in the chat who knows, I believe in the original RE2, a drone can kill the Tanya IV, but in RE2 mode on Command and Conquer Net, the drone will
Yeah.
be killed by the Tanya IV.
I'm not sure.
So a subtle difference. And he's going straight for the MCV here. Does he not see it? He sees it. Nice micro here, just in and out.
Yep.
Not a huge force behind this at the moment, as Andy's on 4 war factories, but he's being very annoying. He's got the chronosphere up. This is far from the critical number of Mirage tanks at the moment. Far from it. But this Tanya is really doing its job here, keeping the Soviet player concerned about. I mean, these 3 war factories can all be sniped. Probably should build a couple of sentry guns.
Max bringing down those rockets as well. In the meantime, Andy sends out the Black Eagles.
Here comes the Tanya. Multiple prism towers back at home. Tanya gets 1 kill. Can you squish it though?
Yeah.
You can squish it. And yeah, I think he has enough to win this fight. Or does he here? Rocketeers are here, multiple prism towers now.
Yep.
He's just going to dive straight in. The Air Force Command would be the juicer. Going for the juicer. Gets the juicer.
Yep.
Now, what's the follow-up, though? He's going to nosedive into this fodder here. This is just fodder at this point. I don't think Andy really cares that much about losing these miners. He's going to clean up all of the rhinos.
All of them gets destroyed. And Andy saves the Black Eagles as well.
Saves the Black Eagles. And behind this, Max doesn't really have that much, guys. This is, the chronosphere is just about ready. This is a large group of Mirage tanks on the way. A sentry gun is desperately needed.
No radar out, so no desos.
There is the sentry gun. Andy's trying to micro this down. Max is AFK here. That is an excellent trade for the Soviet player. However, another Tanya is on the way. And it's okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. So Andy's still only on 5 miners, no ore purifier, but he's got a lot of money still at home to use. And the chronosphere is ready. He's going to chronosphere the Tanya, perhaps to the MCV, or
What's gonna do here?
comes the Mirage tanks. What a game we're witnessing. Very interesting position. 6th miner up now for Andy. He's trying to catch up on miner counts. So I guess that damage was kind of worth it for the Soviet here. He's on 6.5K. He's going to start running out of money relatively shortly. He's on his 3rd and final patch at his home base, and he's going into radar tech here.
The Tanya's coming in from the top left.
What's the target here? Oh, he wants all the goodies. He's going for all the goodies, boys.
Is he going for the MCV?
He is, and he gets it.
And a war factory. And maybe the ore refinery. Oof. And Max is going for a base trade?
Max is all in at this stage. I didn't see what he chronoed. I totally missed it. And Andy is losing
MCV to the top left.
a ton of miners here. And yeah, Desos are going to help defend this. And Andy's now going to lose the... What's the next target? War factory is gone. He hasn't... Okay, maybe he chronoed his MCV to the top.
Yeah, he chronoed his MCV to the top left.
Max is going to go snipe that. And it looks like he has enough. Nice Deso. Gets it off. Black Eagles go down. The
And now the
MCV.
Deso is destroying his own rhinos.
Ooh, still has a bunch of Mirage here. Is Max throwing this game? His tanks are just AFK. Battle Lab, not going to snipe the B Lab. You got Maximilian. Maximilian. If Andy wins this game, I'd be very impressed. He only has 1 miner. His opponent has more than 1. 2, 3, 4. His opponent has 6, but he's mining diddly donker shit. But Andy still has a battle lab up. Max could have wiped out his whole base. He could have killed the MCV, but he didn't. 2nd miner up now. He's just diving straight into these Mirage, doesn't even care.
No, one by
Very
one, they're getting picked
impatient.
off. Yeah.
Very impatient, boys. That was just downright impatience. The B-Lab is just begging to be sniped down there. And now Andy's on gems, and Max needs to reconsider how he wants to convert this game. Yeah, Andy just wants to hold on for another minute, solid 60 seconds, and Max just wants to set up one big attack, and he's going for it right here. AFC with a Black Eagle might be able to save the day, but he doesn't really have the money for that. And if Max micros as well, I don't see how this is. Elite Mirage tank definitely helps. The miners are down the bottom. And it looks like the Soviet player is going to manage to win this game as the flak reinforcements come in. Whew. That was a scrappy one, boys.
Yep.
That was a scrappy one, boys. Yiker doodle dandies. Yiker doodle dandies. Yeah,
interesting plays from both players. Really interesting.
Yeah. There's so much to assess. What happened that game? I didn't. Did you see the Chronosphere? Did you see the Chrono?
Yeah, the Chrono.
What did?
He chronoed his MCV top left.
All right, look. I know Andy and I have had our differences in the past, but that is probably one of, if not the sexiest Chronos I've ever seen in my life. So sexy, dude. Because he almost won the game because of that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's awesome.
So the next map will be Montana.
All right, so we got ourselves a series here, boys. 1-1.
1-1, best of the 9, and I forgot to set the colors again.
Yeah, I mean it's. You'll remember game 9.
Yeah, true. Well, Max is the orange player on the left, and we have Andy, the allied Korea teal player, bottom right. And
I'm really enjoying the Armageddon settings. I think it's the closest that this game has ever been to one of the most professional, most pro settings we've ever had. The allies could try to make an argument for themselves. You can't just NG people to death every game.
Yep. I like it also. It's very competitive. It really puts people to think outside the box as well.
Yeah. Okay, so Max is has higher priorities than capturing the port here. So, yeah, okay, so second miner on the second gem patch, AFC, then sell, shit ton of air. Going to be very hard to stop. Going to be very hard to stop here. There's just, you have targets that you're just, it's going to be hard to defend all of your targets. And Andy did not go 0. I'm surprised. I am relatively surprised. I thought, okay, so here's the AFC, and maybe we'll see the cell now. And he made 2 IFVs. What is going on here?
Double NG? Not sure.
No, he's using IFVs. This is just pure styling here. This is quite niche going for the IFCs. This one Grizzly tank is very annoying for Max to deal with here. And these IFVs are gonna get the power plant. Very annoying, and if he gets this, I'm surprised he's not targeting the war, but this war ref kill is pretty juicy, not gonna lie, and he has enough IFVs to easily get this war factor. He may want to sell that.
A kill
That,
and an elite.
that would be why, boys. That would be why, boys.
Ooh, an elite IV.
You don't want to play against an elite IV, and the War Factory is going to go down from his
Second
power
one as
drop.
well. Yeah.
Repair is too late.
Oh.
It goes down. The Eagles would have finished it off anyways, and this is
Airport
looking
goes
like
down.
this
This
game
is
here.
over. Yeah.
IFVs.
Player defeated.
Yep. 3-minute game there. 2-1 for Andy. Let me set the colors real quick. So Andy should be red. Okay, so that's better for the stream. And let's see.
Yeah, that was just a clap and a half there. That was some butt cheek clapping. If we're being perfectly honest. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not often you see silly players getting bamboozled in 3 minutes by IV splits in RA2 mode. It's not something you see often at all.
Oh, that went
So,
by really quick. Mr. Capone,
Andy is
welcome back,
busting
bro.
out the fancy, smancy strategies here, which, quite frankly, I love to see. And it's working. Max is being caught off guard here. And we've seen Max a little indecisive in some of these situations as well, which is never a good sign.
Player defeated.
But this time we have set the colors. Andy is red, top left, Korea. And we have Max bottom right, yellow player as our rec. And it will stay that way till the end of the series.
Okay, what is this build here in the bottom right? Not sure what this build is. Like, what is this? You're not going to be able to place any buildings off this barracks to the left. This is he's already in trouble. Max is already in trouble here. Finds himself down 2-1, and this is not a good build unless I'm about to learn something here. Maybe you can.
I'm not sure. Is he able to?
I don't know how you're gonna stretch over to that, because you got to stretch up as well to get an Ori final right there. And Andy's going early Air Force Command, moving his MCV. What is going on?
Wow.
What is going on? What is this build? I don't think he's going to be happy with how many gems are in the middle. Maybe he's not aware of this edit.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
There is not.
He was not aware. Beautiful.
All right, well, he's going to have to pull some shit out of his ass here, because this is not a good situation. That being said, he does have an additional pass of gems. And Max is stepping on his own feet with this build. What the fuck is this build from Unstoppable? What is this build? This is the worst build I have ever seen. Absolute garbage build here from the yellow player. Look at this mining. He's broke. He's broke. Insufficient funds. Our base is under attack. Unit, like, he's just helpless here. He's just stepping on his own feet. He's building to the left. He's building up. He's building 2 barracks. He's just building multiple wars, not putting an ore refinery anywhere relevant whatsoever. Meanwhile, his opponent doesn't even care. His opponent isn't even making war factories.
No war factories yet from Andy.
Why make a war factory? So he may want to work on that. He may want to get a war factory like right now, as Max finally is starting to stabilize. This is easily the worst build I've ever seen. Max has played Desert Island just as much, if not more, than anyone else in the world. And he's doing builds like this. He's definitely not in the zone here today. The Warfact is down, and it's very, very actively placed. I'm not sure about this build from Andy either. Both of these builds are complete and utter garbage. Is this a show match for money between like 2 top players, or is this like random noobs? This looks like a random noob game.
Oh shit. Let's see.
And look at these miners on the left. What are these miners doing on the left for Unstoppable? What is this ore rat, dude?
Yeah,
Oh my god, this is painful to watch. Oh, this is painful to watch.
Oh, I'm gonna clip you raging, bro. That's gonna be in the clip of the week.
Oh, it's easy.
No doubt, no doubt.
These Black Eagles have been terrorizing from above, as Max has been terrorizing himself this whole game, and this push is actually going to be extremely difficult to defend. These random prism towers in the middle. He's going for the base trade. Not sure about this one. Yeah, he's definitely going to lose his MCV here. Gonna get the counter MCV kill.
Getting a few Grizzly droned as well.
And Andy still has a War Factory left. He's going to get both War Factory kills here.
It looks like it.
Easily just going to kill this war. Yep, easy. He might even get an Elite Grizzly tank out of this as well. Nope. And that's it, boys.
He still has his War Factory in the mid, so...
Still has a war.
He's
Black
still
Eagles are going to do a
producing.
little bit of damage. Easy peasy lemon squeeze. He does get the Elite.
Yeah.
So, and what is he targeting here? Are these really... I guess the power plants are the target because the prism towers in the middle are quite threatening. But he still has power.
Yep.
And he's sending everything, boys. Here comes the whole Soviet force. Are the prism towers going to be enough? And I think they are not. This elite Rhino is, he's going to go low power here, boys. He's going low power. He's got to take out this elite fucking Rhino tank here. And he's low power, very disappointed. But can the Rocketeers save the day?
Himself the ore refinery to get power.
He's got to kill the elite. That's
still
it.
elite.
Is this enough? Does he have a... This prism tower is the last building he has. Can the Rocketeers do the work here? The Elite Grizzly tank will save the game. Elite Grizzly will save the game here, and it will win the game. Wow, that was luck. This was one of the worst fucking games I've ever seen in my life. The Tesla Troopers. What is this, SFJ now? You got Tesla Troopers coming in? What a complete clusterfuck of the game. I don't know what... I think they both agreed to take a puff from a gigantic bong before this game. Yeah, that was horrendous.
Yeah.
I'm sure they would
Rocketeer as well. Max calling it lucky. Wow, what a game.
The Elite Grizzly tank was pretty lucky. I mean, if he didn't get the Elite Grizzly tank, he would have lost for sure.
True. Yeah.
What a game. What a game. Sometimes, like, when both players are make some mistakes, it leads to some of the most interesting situations. I guess Andy's quote-unquote mistake to do that build was, I guess, somewhat excusable because he didn't know that there was less gems in middle.
Yeah.
But Max's build was...
that match is going on YouTube. I thought it was hilarious also.
I mean, we could go to the nearest mall and just pick out and just close our eyes and just randomly select a person and say, "Yo, here, play Desert Island real quick and try this and just try to do a build."
Yeah.
It wouldn't be that bad.
So we're gonna be on reaching the peak of perfection. Oh,
Absolutely.
I'm so happy I stayed up for this.
I think that was a horrible veto from Max. Absolutely horrendous veto.
A new follower.
As I think this is an extremely good map for Soviets. Well, extremely good versus Korea.
Veto from Max. He has no vetoes left.
This is not looking good for Max when he's vetoing probably some of the best maps he could hope for.
Malibu Cliffs will be the next map, and Kamikaze, thanks for the follow. And we're ready to start game number 5. I'm gonna have nightmares from the last match.
Yeah, for sure. I get some PTSD from that shit. That was just horrendous. Top level players, boys. So Max finds himself down 3-1, and the decisions and some of the plays have been highly questionable. It does not look like he's in good shape. But he does find himself spawning in the superior position. Anyone in chat, if I'm mistaken, please correct me.
Mikos, this is RA2 Armageddon mod. Let's see. The Goatmentator. That's you, Frank.
I pay people handsomely to say these things.
Got a fan club, groupies. Oh, I love it. I wish we can get this community like really huge, bro. Get it really big.
That would be amazing. I mean, one of the steps is unifying with China, and that has
went well.
Started.
The tournament organized by Valve. Really a great first step. Yep.
Great first step. Another step is getting Brian Vehe and his viewers to become more aware of the competitive scene.
He's reaching 10,000 followers. He's only a few followers away, last I checked.
So there are people who watch the game, but they're all watching that goofball.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. He makes great content. Or at least I loved when I started watching RA2 or Yours Revenge. I used to laugh out loud when he was streaming with Malibu.
Oh, yeah. He's the man.
Love him raging.
Oh, dude.
Bro.
Dude, Malibu Rage is the best.
Yeah,
the best.
If I would rage.
What the fuck is this lag, man? What the fuck is this lag? What is this fucking bullshit lag, dude?
If I would rage like that. Oh, Andy's gonna get a miner. Yep.
It's a pretty juicy miner kill hole. Yep. Take it. But it's certainly not going to be enough to win the game here. He has sold his MCVs, fully committed to this attack now. The sentry gun putting in work, and the Black Eagle. Yep. The Black Eagles are going to be able to easily snipe this miner here, and he might want to dump off that ore before it goes. Oh, no, Winkle! Spadoink! And just like that, we have a completely even game in terms of miner count, and I am very nervous for Max. This isn't looking good. If this attack is ever going to work, it's got to be right now. Maybe Andy has lost too many tanks to his splits. The Black and this hero GI fodder here buys just the right amount of time to snipe the veteran, but is it enough as the AFC goes down?
Yep. Max should have this.
He's retreating. I'm so surprised he's sending all of his forces back. All of them. He's going to lose all of his miners here, most likely. He's going to perhaps save this one. This is his last one. He has flak tracks being rallied, but his opponent is on 2 gem patches. You can spam grizzlies and dogs all day long. Surprised he didn't finish that barracks.
So...
And this is a very, very strange position. I do not think Max has played this right. He could have split his tanks into 2 groups and gotten the War Factory snipe, but sent everything back just to deal with 3 grizzly tanks. And he's going to need 2 more miners to get into a winning position. He doesn't have to deal with the pesky Black Eagles anymore, and it's going to be a while before he's out tanked. So maybe at this stage he should just make a miner from his war, first of all, if this is how he's going to play this. And what is he making another Oref? I guess he does need an Oref somewhere else. Strange position. He's gonna get out tanked.
Yeah.
This is a very important Oref.
Max is
So
broke.
yeah, he's very, very broke. He's in trouble here as the push is coming. He sold his Oref. Oh my god.
So does Aura have to place another one maybe? Yep. Okay.
All right. Do you sell your MCV here just to make sure you keep the production? Because you're going to be out tanked in about another 40 seconds. You're going to be completely dead.
And our father as well.
This is going to be hard to hold, boys.
Comes Andy.
Huge sentry gun from Unstoppable here. Saves the day, but his War Factory is going to get alted.
Alted. He's
Going
gonna
to lose
get
his
it.
MCV.
Yep.
Wait, hold the phone.
Ooh. Okay.
Just the decision to not sell his MCV is paying off here, as Andy did sacrifice quite a few units, and he has officially begun long distance mining. So the time window for Andy has officially depleted, and Max is. It looks like Max is simply just going to be able to hold this.
War factory for Max.
Hold on, where's the sentry gun?
Oh,
there it
the
is.
gun. And he pulls out. Max is committing. I think he can take it.
Yeah, he's probably just gonna bait in. He's got a far more efficient Oref. He can just place down a. Ooh, the disrespect.
And Andy quits.
Straight up.
It's getting interesting. 3-2.
Three to 2. Okay.
Oh, Bell. Poor doofus is getting no sleep, no?
Poor doofus.
And the next map will be Thin Ice.
Thin Ice. This can be very good for Korea here. Max has already used all of his vetoes, though.
So give me 1 minute. I'm gonna head off to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
What up, chat? What up? You guys join the series we got going on here? You guys having enough water? Staying hydrated? Yeah. Doofus is gonna go take a 45-second nap real quick. BRB. Yeah, I don't know if you saw the chronosphere on Dorado Descent, but it was pretty awesome, not gonna lie. Almost won the game, but not quite. So will Andy be able to close this out, or will Max, captain of Team 1, be able to step it up, come back, and take the series? Stay tuned. It's a salty one, boys. This is about as good as it gets. Allied versus Soviets, salt versus salt, asshole versus asshole, shit talking. It will be spoken. GGs will be called by the winning player before the game is over.
Alright, just back in time. Alright, just in time. Right. Here we go.
Yeah. You're right. Not that much drama this far. Apart from the strange mixture of excellent play and absolutely horrendous play. Just
Beautiful. So we're on thin ice, boys. And we have Max at the bottom left and Andy top right. Andy sticking to Korea and Max is sticking to Iraq.
Okay, not sure what to expect here. Probably 0 from both players. Just more of a safety precaution than anything. You don't want things can spiral out of control if you're out of position on a map like this.
And this map is really...
As ice is quite thin.
Yeah, yeah.
When is Andy going to make his AFC, and is he going to sell his MCV early-ish? That's the question I'm asking myself. I think it might be a mistake to take that approach here. Well, that's a very strange pillbox location. Not sure about that. And this War Factory placement, I gotta question this. What is this War Factory placement from Andy? He's asking for trouble here.
In the back there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, it's out of position, right? You're going to be pressured towards your oil here, and your tanks are just going to be special. And both players are going 1. I don't know what these guys definitely agreed to hit the bomb prior to this series for sure. Confirmed. Andy's going for 2 miners from the war. What are we watching?
2 miners from the war.
No one ever goes 2 on thin ice, but it makes sense. He's going to be able to get tons of air. He's going to be able to afford tons of defense structures here, but his units are just being produced from
all the way in the back.
And he's going to have to deal with a lot of pressure here coming in as Max has stretched towards his second gen patch already. He does find himself down a miner, so he may want to work on that probably sooner rather than later here. 5 miners for the Korea player. And these flak tracks are going to be sniped. And the Korea player is making pressure here to the bottom left. Max sees it. 3 planes now. Planes just want to get as much value as they can, obviously. And this miner could get heavy pressure here. What's the target? And Max is spinning in circles right now as the Black Eagles are causing threats all over the place. Looking pretty good.
For the miner. Nope. Goes for the flak.
Gets the flak, but
trades 1 Black Eagle for it.
And another one is almost dead. And 4 Grizzly tanks trying to cause the problems here. And this miner's going to be microed back. He has a bunch of rhinos here pushing in. He's not going to get the miner kill, boys. Not good value there. And the battle lab is up. And another poor trade down here at the bottom for Andy trying to split, getting sneaky here. Getting sneaky with it. The battle lab is up, but is it too little too late? These Black Eagles need to pay for themselves right now. He's not targeting anything. And his expansion is just, it looks like it's bare naked. I feel like if Max just sent all of his units to this expansion, he could just wipe it out. Yeah. And Black Eagle's going to split a eagle. That's just beautiful to watch. That is just, that's just absolute. I love it. And he's decided to go north. Another, I think, incorrect decision here from the Soviet player. You're diving straight into where all of his stuff is, and it's still going to work because you're Serbs. Well, no, that's not. It's because Andy lost too many Grizzlies with his splits is what happened. Or at least that's how I would assess this. And Max still has both wars. He's making drones at home. His MCV's even still alive. He's got plenty of miners. The MCV goes down.
Battle Lab goes down. War Factory will go down. This looks very good for Max.
Elite Rhino joins the party as well. Hello. Eric's is down, and Andy leaves the game. We have ourselves a series, boys.
We do. It's all tied up. 3-0.
Yeah, Abed, I don't know if I agree that it's a Soviet map. With Black Eagles hitting 100%. I think it's a pretty good Korea map.
go to old Heck. Good old Heck.
Max. Hi.
Big Daddy coming out.
I love this guy. Only Max would say something like that.
Game number 7.
On Heck freezes over. I'm not sure. I have no idea what to expect here. This was a very interesting series. Loving it.
Yep. Max spawned at the top, Andy at the bottom. Arguably the best spotted for Andy at the bottom.
Oh yeah, dude. And you spawn bottom right on Heck. Licking them lips, baby. Yar, baby. Oh yeah. It's extra juicy in this version too, because you can just move your MCB straight to the middle, gobble up those goodies.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah, so we'll see how Max treats the top left position.
Will Andy go
several-
straight AFC, or will he go a second ref first?
No idea. Is he going to move to the middle? Is he not going to move to the middle? Is Max going to do a standard build, or is he going to do more of a move MCV to the right kind of build, or is he going to build down? Maybe build down really quickly, destroy those trees, and try to get the gems himself? GI goes down.
That's saying that Max might want to build a drone to prevent Andy from going straight down the mid. I haven't seen a drone yet, though.
And very standard build here from both players. Kind of didn't expect that, but here we are. The AFC's up. He's going to be able to create a Rocketeer, maybe force a flat cannon. Yep, one Rocketeer and a IFV. What is this? What is this build? Multiple IFVs. I don't know. I don't believe in this. I don't believe this should work. But
Is it in Montana?
This just it shouldn't work.
No.
It should not work. He's gonna try and straight to Battle Lab before getting the ore refinery down on the right. So not the most efficient mining as we're seeing here. Flat cannon goes down. The drone stays alive, but 1 for 1. 2 planes and Andy's broke. Not the most efficient production here from him. Second war factory up now, and where do you go? 1 spy, 1 Tanya for these IFVs. Just split them up.
That's a spy, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
Distracting with the Eagles, and he's going for the gets the drone. I mean, it's damage. It's damage, not the greatest damage, but the spy is the play here, boys. Is Max aware he was heavily distracted?
And a Tanya
may not be aware of this spy. This could potentially be the game-winning move here to change this series around. He sells the war factory before, and he gets the
barracks.
These conscripts are gonna finish off this IFV, and the heavy attack here, and Andy's middle game eco is coming back to haunt him here, as he did not have enough forces back at home.
Gonna lose at MTV. Catch the cell.
Tanya gonna put in some work, but the MCV
it's not gonna be enough. Max is gonna take it.
Unless he kills the MCV and the war factory down at the bottom, and maybe his elite Rocketeer can win the game. But the MCV is moved,
yep.
and Max managed to win the game. So I think I think Andy stepped on his own feet there. The Battle Lab was too quick. I think he needed to get the ore refinery on the right-hand side of the map, then go for Battle Lab. And just like that, Max has taken the lead for the first time in this series. Hold the phone.
So the next map will be Lakeside.
Lakeside. There's your drama. There it is. There's your drama.
Veto by Andy. No more vetoes left.
That's a good veto there. That's a good veto. I think Max has played this map a lot more than Andy has.
Back to the map generator, and it will be Pirate Bay.
Yeah, I think it's kind of hard to play Korea on this map. It can be very good. It can be very good for Korea, but the first power drop timing with the conscripts can be very dangerous.
Going to see.
A new follower.
Sandstorm, thanks for the follow, bro. Andy spawns to the left. And Max to the right. Still Korea versus Iraq. And will we see Naval, just like in your game versus Quas?
It's very possible. I think this is one of the better maps that really has ever been made. I mean, the naval is just so. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's pointless. You know what I mean? It's very interesting the way this map is designed. And in super late game, there's little ponds up there in the north. You can actually fit a naval yard there, and in rare cases, you can win the game with dreadnoughts and up there. Very interesting map. So I'm curious about the opening here. The Soviet player, I mean, you can go 0, but
Will he go 0? I don't think so.
Andy has gone 0 and AFC after war. I don't know. I like the AFC.
Yeah.
Good placement, but I don't think this is going to work out, Doofus. I don't think this is going to work out. He's got one Rocketeer, and the Black Eagle has not been created yet. And this airport kill, honestly, it's not that important. It's not that important on this particular map. That's unfortunate. So good trade there for Max. He gets a Grizzly Tank with the drone, kills the Rocketeer with the flat cannon, then sells the cannon. And Andy's on 2 miners. Both are not efficiently mining. Is on 3 in 2 wars. Hold the phone, though. This is a heavy push. 4 Grizzly Tanks versus 2.5 Rhinos. 5th Grizzly Tank has joined up. And the conscript's putting in some work there. And now if Andy manages to get this, now the spoiled Derrick, on the other hand, this is a pretty important kill.
Yep.
Definitely. That's pretty important.
It's going to prevent Max from expanding down to the next jump patch. And we'll get that oil also at the bottom.
But is it enough, though? He's mining very inefficiently right now. And Max is going to dive straight in. I don't know about this. And the Black Eagle gets sniped instantly. Yeah. Max needs to back out, and he's just shooting the pillbox here. Very good trade for Max. He kills pretty much the whole Grizzly Tank force and gets the Black Eagle snipe. And he has been allowed to mine from the middle thus far in this game, but he finds himself in an absolutely dire position in this game and a dire position in the series. Max is on the verge from taking it down here. He's up 4-3. He has a ton of miners back home. He's chilling. He lost his airport, but who cares? He lost his oil derrick, but who cares? He has a million miners. His opponent has four grizzly tanks back at home. One of them's almost dead.
2 miners only? Three
He's got
miners.
3, but they're dilly-dally long distancing here. And Max is going to be able to expand in the north and build a nice ore refinery up there, start collecting his gems. 5 miners versus 4 now. And still no efficient mining from the Allied. And the reason why the airport kill is not important. Okay, there we go. That's a step in the right direction. Gets the miner kill. That's definitely a big deal. But his eco just is not jamming right now the way he wants it. And this is why the airport kill is not important, because if at any point you lose control over the middle, your airport's just going to get sniped with a single click. He's trying to defend it, though, and he will defend it. Tons of pillboxes here. Is Max overcommitting before he needs to? He's just started collecting his gems. If he's going to make an argument, and this is the worst timing for Max to try to attack. I must disagree here, as he's finding himself in a hard place here. The GIs and grizzly tanks, that's exactly what Andy needed. As the counterattack is pushing in, this is not going to be easy to defend. One veteran tank leading the charge. He has a secondary barracks. Where's the sentry gun? It's late. Oh, that's a horrible sentry gun. He's going to get the MCV, boys. And maybe an elite grizzly tank as well while he's at it. He gets the elite grizzly.
Yep.
And Andy calls the GG.
I don't think it's over yet.
He might get an elite Black Eagle's going to come in at the one remaining war.
Mm-hmm.
So battle lab from Andy. Yeah, that was not very well played by Max, quite frankly.
Nah, that engagement was just in the mid. Unnecessary engagement.
Oh yeah, he was just in a situation where once he started collecting the gems, he'd be in a completely winning position.
Mm-hmm.
And now I think all Andy needs to do is build a second Air Force command and then snipe this war factory, and it's good night. Loses another power plant. And Andy has stabilized his eco, and Andy could just sit back and sip his tea here. He can just chillax. He could do whatever he wants here. He could probably make 2 pillboxes, then go AFK and win this game. And this is going to take a miracle for Max to win. He's going to go for the War Factory snipe here. He's going for it all. Here it comes. He will get it.
Here comes the...
This will be enough.
Oh, 1 HP! Who's going to ult it?
I love it. Yeah, there we
That's
go.
it.
There we go. Now, Max could still theoretically win this game, right? He could build a bunch of desolators, put him in the flak track. He can bring all of his miners.
I think that's exactly what he's gonna do.
And he needs to make sure this flak track with the desolator stays alive. It's going to take a lot of micro here from Max to win this game, but it's probably not going to be possible. He has all the money in the world, but it's not going to be enough here. This is going to take a heavy deso bomb and a half to win this game. And here comes the flak. There's the desos leading the charge. Will it be enough for Max? You can expect the prison tower to come up any moment now. AFC is going down here. There will be no prison tower in time. And how does he answer he sell his MCV? He can't build units. He cannot build defensive structures. He has to sell his MCV. And he's forced into the base trade. Did he move his MCV? Where did he move it?
Next to his airport.
I love it. And the grizzly tanks are just going to put him work here. If this elite and Max has 8K here, and he's not building desolators at home, you got to question that. He's not selling his buildings. He's going to get an elite grizzly tank, and that's going to be game.
What's going on?
I have no idea what's going on. Max goes home to defend. Okay, so he has Desolators now at home. What's going on, Doofus? What is 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 going? Oh my God! Wild game. What a wild situation here. And Max is going to start mining. Max, no, no, Max, no, Max, no, Max. You're not going to win this game by mining, dude. You're not going to win this game by mining.
Black Eagles are back out.
He's going to destroy the bridges, and there's nothing. And all these trees here, nobody here but his trees. Again, this is gonna take a very, very, very miraculous Deso bomb to win this game, as his final barracks is going to be taken out of the game. No excuse to not have had more Desolators than he currently has, if I'm being quite honest with you. And Rocketeers are the answer, but hold on. Oh my God, the Desolators are doing damage. He's low power. He's destroyed the bridge, and the best that Max can hope for here is a draw. He has no engineer to fix the bridge. Can he get these third prison tower? What are these rhinos doing? This is... What are you doing? Oh, this is horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Just sends all of his miner fodder to their death for no reason, and then runs the tanks into a straight line. Wow. I'm not sure about this final play here from Max. Probably could at least taken out this base and made an argument for himself. And decides to blow up his own tanks. That being said, he has an elite tank, but they're going to get sniped by the Black Eagle, boys.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, that last attack was abominable, if I'm being honest. Absolutely abominable from Max there. I mean, you saw that, right? He ran his tanks all the way away from his miners there. Maybe he could have... I mean, I think he would have been in a very similar situation. He would not have been able to fix the bridge.
True.
Wild game. That was just... that was a... I'm going to be perfectly honest, Doofus. That was a pretty sloppy game for both players.
Oh, man.
That was just... That was slop.
It's been a sloppy series.
That was slop, dude.
Oh, wow.
Woo.
What are we witnessing?
I don't know what they hit from the bomb prior to the series, but it's definitely having an effect on the decisions being made here.
Divide freezes over. Will be the last map of this series.
It was. Yeah, that was an amazing game. Very smart MCD move there to save the day. Divide freezes over is going to decide it all. I don't know why he pushed at that airport when he was just in the situation where all of his advantages were going to start to come into full fruition, and he decided to just attack straight into 5 pillboxes.
All right.
Both of these players are, I think, equally strong-headed, equally arrogant. So I don't think the mental state is going to be a problem here. It's going to be a matter of who plays the last game better, boys.
Mm-hmm. Comes down to this. Divide freezes over. Max top right, and we have Andy bottom left. This is gonna be just as sloppy as the previous matches.
No, I think we're due for a stellar performance by both players here. This is going to be the best Divide freezes over game of all time.
Andy walling one of his oils.
Interesting. I mean, does that scream I have long game intentions or what? You open up the game by walling one of your oils. Where's the War Factory going? Back at home from both players. And how does the Soviet player want to go about his expansion here? There are gems there. You definitely don't want to neglect them the entire game.
No, okay, Andy expands first on his oil.
Yeah.
No expansion yet from Max.
And we have a sneaky engineer attempt here coming to go all the way around here on foot to capture this oil derrick. This could potentially win the game here.
Second War Factory out from Max. Also 2 War Factories for Andy.
All right, I like this build.
No AFC yet. Engineer still heading there.
All right, is he just baiting it or does he not see it, boys? Moment of truth. He doesn't see it. He doesn't see it. Doesn't see it.
And he gets it. Oof.
3 oils versus 1. That's not good. That is not good. So now what do? You're down 3 oils versus 1. On paper, that is a lost position. 3 oils versus 1. 3 gems patches versus 1. Doesn't take a mathematician here.
Andy is also on 3 War Factories versus 2 from Max.
And the AFC's up.
First Black Eagle.
Just starting to get scary here for Max. As if the first flat cannon is forced and he's running away from his flat cannon. Okay. Almost gets the eagle somehow. Three oils, and you could expect the battle lab to come up relatively shortly here. He's got a flat cannon. Lost track, and he's in the center here, has control. Eight miners, 3 wars, end the battle lab up here.
Battle lab is up for Andy.
And 3 oils as well. And he's just going to go for the trade. Might be the
He's
best
gonna
play.
Get a free War Factory. And MCV goes down. 2 War Factories go down. 3 War Factories.
Max manages to save. And his last War Factory is definitely going to go down here. And the Elite Rocketeer joins in, and Max is in dire trouble here. Calling GG's perhaps a little prematurely, as Max needs to send all of his units to the bottom right here. Right now, all of his miners need to go down. And the infantry, everything needs to go down. And Andy has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buildings, couple Mirage tanks. These Rocketeers are completely uncontestable, as are these Black Eagles. Will the air be able to save the game before Max can snipe the buildings? These are precious seconds here that Andy was not spending getting the damage in with the Rocketeers, and here comes the push. This is it. The last game comes down to this. Will the miners and company be able to do it? I don't think they will. The Rocketeers are completely uncontestable. Max is splitting around. Can he snipe the buildings? The Mirage tanks are getting huge damage versus the miners, or are they? The Mirage tanks are being sniped by the miners. This is not going to be enough here, boys. There's still a War Factory down here as well. And this is going to be good night for the Soviet player. The Tesla troopers storming in. The Rocketeers need to get to work.
Yeah, the Rocketeers not doing anything. Oh wow, the final
Tesla
showdown,
troopers are
boys.
here.
This is the final showdown.
And the Rocketeers finish off the game.
Yeah.
That was a good series.
Wow. Max calling GG's, and it's all over, boys. Wow, Daddy is back.
Daddy is back. Oh, that is hilarious. And the drama will unfurl here. Let it roll out. Let the players type.
Wow.
I love it.
Twitch chat. Aren't you guys happy I stayed up for this? Oh my god. 5-4 for Andy. What a series.
Doofus can't go to bed yet. Next series.
Oh, you guys are a bad influence on me.
Horrible influence.
We rocking 60 viewers, boys. Wow. Epic night. So do we have another show match?
This guy is nuts. This guy is crazy.
Oh my god. Is there anybody that's gonna stream from now?